Hi there and welcome to my channel. Just a quick reminder before we get started that if you enjoy my content, please remember to hit that subscribe button and you will be notified when I release a new video. Right, so I'm going to play the Survivor. We've survived to day 3 and looks like 2,500 people odd have. And this will be the final day, so this does matter what percentage we get. We only had to get 50% the previous days to get through to the next day. I've got this problem at the moment where BBO seems to not load the hands. First time we go to the table. Let's try again. Okay, so this is a 12 board match point tournament. Best hand. Match points. So we have 15. So we have there's a couple of ways we could go here. We have a singleton in partner's suit. If we want to be a bit sneaky, we could put 2 clubs looking and then think about playing 3-no. But maybe with a singleton, we might want to set up that by roughing it if we have a 5-3 heart fit. So I'm going to bid the normal 2 hearts. They've done this a few times to me. They bid 4 spades, which is pretty ludicrous in a 2-over-1 system. They do it on pretty weak hands. You really want to be bidding 2 spades. You've already established a game force. You don't really want to be jumping around in a game forcing sequence unless you've got a very specific meaning for it. 3 spades should be a really good hand with a really good suit. But this they play as sort of 7 spades and a minimum, so I think 15 is nowhere near enough to be going on from my experience. I'm going to pass. So here they have 9 spades. Well, this actually looks like a 4 spade opening to me, but I could live with 1 spade, but I wouldn't be rebidding 4 spades with this hand. So we're just going to be making a slam here. I've seen them do it with like ace queen to 7 and a 12 count. Here they've done it with 9. Is it 9? Yeah, 9. So we win this. We're going to draw trumps. As long as they're not 3-0 off 3-0, because obviously we're not going to finesse. We're going to pitch our heart loser on the diamond and make 12. So this is probably going to be a bit below average. Not the greatest of starts. I'm guessing some people might go on. I don't know. Maybe not that many. Now we have a really pretty grotty 12, 4-3-3. We do have ace queen 1 spade, so it's fine to open the diamond. Partner bids a spade. So we could think about passing this. But they're not a passed hand, so they could have 12 with lots of spades. So I'm going to make the normal no trump bid. 2 clubs. I'm going to show you a minimum. So a lot of people would just play that 2 spades is any hand with 3 spades, but the robots like to jump to 3 with a maximum with 3 and bid 2 spades with a minimum. So that's what we're going to do. Partner bids game anyway. So actually this is a good mesh. The 3 low hearts opposite partner's singleton. So we can, I think I'm going to cash a few rounds of spades. We're not in any danger of not making. We've got 1 heart to lose and at most 2 diamonds. But we want to see if we can get a second diamond trick. So it looks like run the jack. It's pretty low odds at the moment, but if we can get the discard 1 or 2, then things will get better. We need to have 2 spades when we start playing diamonds, because we might have to lose 2 diamonds to get our trick. and we can cross twice in clubs. So that means we can run 4 spades before we start on the diamond suit. So heart goes, diamond goes. That's interesting. Maybe ace queen or offside. 9. 9's quite a big card because we've got the 8-7 in hand. So this actually gives us a true finesse position now against the queen. So let's see what happens. I suspect East might have ace queen here, but we can lead the jack. Okay, so yes, does look like East has got ace queen. So I can't really see them not cashing the heart. Obviously, in theory, we need the queen of clubs as an entry for the diamond if they made the mistake of winning the king of diamonds and exiting in clubs to dummy. But obviously that would be pretty ludicrous. I can't think of anything that we can do that would encourage them not to cash a heart at this point. It's going to be pretty obvious what's going on in the club suit. I think I have to win on table, because if they see the club on table, then it's beyond obvious to... I'm sure they're going to cash a heart. I'm going to play a diamond to the king. Yeah. Okay, so making exactly. That feels pretty average. $14 high. And could open a no trump here. I'm sure some people will. Let's open the more normal diamond because we've got quite nice majors here. 3 spades. Well, so normally we'd reopen with shortness here, and we got 4 little ones, so that implies we should be passing. Does look it's likely to be cold because we've got weak length in that suit is really bad. Partner's likely to be short in spades, but they couldn't muster anything over the... So we have to sort of trust partner here. And I'm sure if we bid anything, we'd probably end up too high. Although, you know, if partner's got a singleton spade, we could be making a lot of tricks in a red suit. You give partner singleton spade, say queen to 5 hearts and the king of diamonds, that probably wouldn't double. But equally, if partner's got queen to 6 clubs and 2 low diamonds and a couple of low hearts, then we could be in real trouble. So dummy's got a lot of stuff in the other suits. Partner's led what's either a singleton or doubleton diamond. So declare's got king of diamonds, which probably means partner's got queen of hearts and maybe a spade on her. I mean, 3 spades vulnerable against not should be a pretty serious call. Preempting when you're vulnerable against not at the 3 level when the opponents have opened should be a pretty decent hand. So I guess they could have something like ace queen jack 7th and the king of diamonds. Maybe ace king 7th and the king of diamonds. I can't believe they're going to have any more than that. So the question is, do we cash ace of clubs before we play? I think no is the answer. Now, there is a case, I think, for switching to a heart here. If we play a diamond and declarer's got a doubleton, they might be able to draw the trumps. Say partner's got queen X or something, they might be able to. And then they might be able to cross to a club, which they're going to guess right because we open the bidding. And then they might be able to discard a heart loser by taking the roughing diamond finesse. Because if they started with king 7, then they will be able to rough out our queen of diamonds, get back over to the king of clubs and discard another their club loser. No, their heart loser, I mean, on the diamonds. So I think there is a case for switching to a heart here. It's only going to be wrong if West has the queen. Maybe it's wrong if West is a singleton and they started with 3 diamonds. Of course, it depends a little bit what partner's spade is. This is all assuming partner's spade is the queen. If partner's got a bigger spade like the king or the ace, then, well, they're still not going to get a ruff. If they've got the ace, I guess they're going to get a ruff. If they've got the king, then probably not. I think all in, I'm going to return a heart. So I'm playing West to be 7-2-2-2. Disaster. Maybe I should have played the king of hearts. Now they misguess clubs. That's interesting. So they did have a singleton. Oh, they didn't. Well, this is a bit bizarre. What's going on? What is going on here? So they've got 3 hearts. So we can play... Why did they duck the heart? They must have all good trumps. I'm very surprised that they... It seems... What is going on here? Okay, I'm struggling a bit to work out what's going on here. So Declarer had 2 diamonds. It feels like they had 3 hearts. And only 1 club, so they tried to sneak a club through. So maybe my heart didn't cost. But I'm going to try diamond now to see if it promotes anything. So Declarer's already turned up with 2 diamonds, 2 hearts. They must have another heart to be ducking the heart here. So they must have 1 club. Ah, that's why partner hasn't given us a ruff. Okay, so that makes a bit of sense. But let's just play a diamond, see if we promote anything. We do. Oh, well, that's a relief. I thought I really messed up. Maybe I should have played the King of Hearts. But the King of Hearts back would have been disastrous as it happened, because Declarer could have won the ace and finessed out my jack. So they really messed up here. Well, it should have been disastrous. They should have guessed the clubs. I would have thought it was normal to guess the clubs. And then they could discard their heart loser on the king of clubs. Okay, pass, a heart. So we haven't got 4 spades. The partner's a passed hand. It's game all. This is a bit of a dodgy double, really, if we choose to make it. We do have 13, though. And the thing is, if partner's got 5 spades and sort of 6 or 7 points, we probably want to compete to 2 spades. It looks like they've probably got a heart fit. Okay, I'm going to make it just about. Maybe it's as close to us having the 10 of spades rather than the small one, but it's really borderline. This the robots tend to overcompete in these positions, so this does make me a bit nervous. They sort of bid it on a 6 count with 4 low diamonds. Really should be a half decent hand. Yeah, I don't know about that. It's well, what happened here? Yeah, we should be making a responsive double. We shouldn't be guessing which minor to bid. So why couldn't partner have, for instance, partner might have 5 clubs and 3 diamonds. So we should be doubling 2 hearts to get partner to choose which minor to play in. So king of hearts from ace king and a club switch. Well, we got a heart to lose. We got the same or similar spade suit to what we had earlier, guaranteed trick, but unlikely to be 2 tricks. So probably 2 losers. So we need the diamonds to come in for 1 loser, and then we might be okay, because it looks like they're making 2 hearts. So if we escape for 1 down, that's not too bad. If we're 2 down, obviously that's the sort of death knell. 2 ace 6. Well, if we can get the trump drawn. Well, now it's beginning to feel like the ace queen of spades are offside, because West hasn't turned up with anything yet. They must have the ace of spades. East has already got ace king of hearts, king of diamonds, so we play low. Well, it doesn't look like it's a doubleton, so that's a relief. So we survive, down 1. So let's have a look. What were they doing? They were losing 2 clubs, a spade, and then they had a diamond guess for an over trick. They couldn't go wrong in hearts. So they were definitely making 2 hearts and maybe 3. So that's okay. 12, 18, 19. So we're a bit too strong to overcall a no trump, which should be 15, 18. So we have to start with a double. It's going to get a bit uncomfortable because we're going to have to bid 2 no trumps on the next round, but we're too strong to bid a no trump. Now we bid 2 no trumps. 19 to 21, there we are. Stop in spades. Now this should be forcing, really. It's a bit odd that they haven't bid the hearts already, but 6 to 9. Normally you'd pick the hearts before the clubs, because that's the suit that the double's most likely to have. See if we agree with their bidding. Well, it's thin. So it looks like we're hoping that, well, if clubs are 2-2, then we're not too badly off. We have 19, dummy has 4. 19 and 4, 23, 26. So that only leaves 14 points unaccounted for. So East is going to have the vast majority of those. King of Diamonds, Ace of Hearts. Hopefully King, Queen, Doubleton, Club. So how many tricks are we going to take if it is King, Queen, Doubleton? We've got 5 clubs, 3 diamonds with the finesse. That's 8. 2 spades is 10. So I think I can afford to duck the... Can I afford to duck this? Maybe I can't. Is it actually helping to duck? Possibly not. I think I'm going to win and just bash out the clubs. So it looks like spades are 6-2 from the lead. So maybe there's an increased chance it is King, Queen, Doubleton. Or maybe it's just... Okay, so they've made a mistake here. This actually seemed a fairly easy one, because from their point of view, if I've got 3 clubs, why allow me to have access to dummy in clubs? Looks fairly normal to duck the second club before they hurry in to play the spade. So let's see where we are now. I'm fairly sure we're making it with this hand having the Queen of Clubs. This hand's guaranteed to have the King of Diamonds and the Ace of Hearts. So the only question is, can we get any more tricks? Is there a squeeze? Maybe if this hand's got 4 diamonds, there's a squeeze, or King 9x would be enough. We've actually got no communication in the majors. So we've got at least 4 clubs. That's 6. 3 diamonds is 9, and the spade is 10. So if we duck this, they can cash the Ace of Hearts to hold us to 10. So there's no real point ducking this, is my conclusion. And I guess East is going to be in trouble if they've got everything. If they've got 4 diamonds, a heart, and the remaining spades, which is what it looks like, then they're going to be triple squeezed. So let's run the clubs. So it's sort of looking like the diamonds are going to run now. Maybe not. Maybe they started with stiff king. Or they just covered the 10. Okay. So this actually looks like as many as we're getting. Actually, I think I screwed up there, didn't I? Hadn't West unguarded the diamonds? Yeah, I wasn't. This is talking and playing at the same time. It's really difficult to concentrate. Anyway, no excuse. I should have made another trick there, so could be bad. Right, a heart. Are we going to make an unsound 2 club bid? We are at green. We do have 5-4. I think I am. So many people are going to do this that I don't actually want to not do it. Okay. 3 hearts, so we can lead the king from ace king. 6, 5, 8. So I think what's missing? Just the 4. We do know the spades are coming in. So I think I'm going to cash a second club. It feels to me as though they're likely to be making game. They're showing 6 here. It could be 5. Okay. Well, let's cash a second club. It's probably not going anywhere, but actually, let's have a think about this for a sec. We have got the ace of hearts. So I suppose another option is to switch to a spade. And we could try and knock them out of the spade suit. I don't know whether that's actually going to achieve anything, because it looks like all the diamond finesses are working. So if they had ace, queen, jack of diamonds, king, queen, 5th spade. Well, we can't really play ace and a heart to stop them roughing, because we know the spades are coming in. So I think I've got to cash the second club here. Queen. Does that mean partner started with a doubleton? We could see if they can over rough dummy. I guess let's try it. They can. Okay. So I think they're going to rough another club now. Partner gets another over rough. So I guess we jam them on the table. They've got... Well, I think they've got the rest now. Just. What do we think of their bid? I don't really like their bid, I don't think. I think rebidding king, queen, 5th is horrible when you've got stopping clubs. I don't see what's wrong with 2 no trumps. So I think their bidding was horrible. And then maybe West could bid 3 spades over that. Looks like... What do you lose? I think 3 spades is probably an easy make. You might even make 4 if you get to rough a diamond in dummy. So 15 high. We're not strong enough to reverse, so this is just an easy no trump. That shows spades. Interesting. So it looks like we're going to play ace queen of clubs, ditch off a heart, and then we may as well see if spades are 2-2. Well, I don't know about that actually. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Maybe we should play on diamonds. We might be able to ruff a diamond in our hand. Maybe that's better. I was going to say we can play ace queen of clubs, ditch off a heart, and then try and set up the clubs, but that requires clubs 4-3 and spades 2-2, which is quite unlikely. While if we play a diamond, we've got an excellent chance of getting a ruff. So to the king, I guess we try a second one. It could be a singleton, but it's not. So it could be 10-9x. Could be 10-9 fourth. Who knows? The thing, if we play the jack of diamonds, they're quite likely to cover with the queen, I think. But maybe we can't afford not to. Maybe we can't afford not to run it, because then we'd burn our diamond trick, wouldn't we? So I was thinking jack of diamonds, but if they don't cover with the queen, go up with a king. But there's an element of risk to that, because if it loses, or if both are offside, then they can switch to a trump and we lose our diamond trick. So I think I just play jack of diamonds and have to run it. Hopefully they'll just do something like cover with the queen or go up with the ace. So they cash their heart trick. That's looking a bit like ace queen of diamonds for on the side, so we can just draw trumps now. Interesting one. So if we bid 3 diamonds, that's far more points than we've actually got. Should we think about passing and then saving if they bid 4 spades? See, I don't want the auction to go totally uncontrolled if I bid 3 diamonds. I could bid 3 hearts, I suppose. It's a bit funny on a singleton. $19 plus total. 3 diamonds is 18 plus total. I suppose that's close to what we've got. It seems a bit odd not to be able to bid 3 diamonds with this hand. 4 plus diamonds. I can't imagine doing it on a 4-card suit. It does say we've only got 1 heart, so... And though I do know sometimes with a void they go back to hearts or keep bidding hearts. I think I'm going to try 3 diamonds and hope for the best. Okay, I'm not really tempted to bid anymore. I'm just really worried that they're making 4 spades. Partner hasn't raised diamonds, so I'm going to give up, I think. King 5-9. So do we switch to a heart here? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they are making 4 looking at dummy, because it looks like they can set up clubs without our side getting any heart tricks, because I've got singleton heart. So if Declarer's got the ace of clubs, but maybe Declarer hasn't got the ace of clubs, his partner's got it, so I think I've really got to switch to a heart here. Yeah. Maybe partner has got the ace of clubs. Beginning to look like it, isn't it? Oh, they got the ace of spades. We get a ruff. So I guess I play a second round of diamonds, assuming partner didn't forget to raise with 4. So what's partner got? Queen of hearts. Judging by the first trick. Queen of hearts, ace of spades, so 6 count. So if they had ace of clubs, that wouldn't be a weak 2 for me with 2 aces. King, queen, jack, king, jack, 9. So we can dispose of a diamond. Oh, what's going on now? What is going on? I think partner has got the ace of clubs. What happened on that last trick? No, partner had queen, jack of hearts. Partner had queen, jack of hearts, but didn't put the jack in on the first round. That's slightly mysterious. So I don't think they can have ace of clubs. But we haven't got any more tricks anyway. Yeah. I suppose partner knew that... Oh, partner knew we had a singleton heart and that we were going to get a ruff, I suppose, from our 3 diamond bid. It's a very specific arrangement to have the 3 diamonds. It says you've got 1 heart at most. Okay. So how will we... I guess we would have been alright if we bid 4 diamonds, as long as partner didn't raise. Or maybe we'd been alright even if partner had raised, as long as we weren't doubled. Losing 2 clubs, a heart, and a spade. Could be bad, that one, because 4 diamonds is definitely an okay spot. So 15 high, we're not really suitable for a no trump with king third and a 5 card major. We're just going to bid a spade. 2 spades, so partner could have Q raised. These sort of hands, 5-3, 3-2 with scattered honours. There's a lot of losers in these sort of hands, so I'm just going to pass. Although, interestingly, they would be doing something. But this hand's bid, this hand's opened. They're not going to... The robots aren't always super light, so they're going to have like 16 here. I'm going to pass. They're going to have at least 16, 17 points. And pretty glad I did, because we've got quite a few losers here. Now we can only pick up 4-0 spades in the East End, but I don't really think spades can be 4-0 on this auction. And we haven't really got the entries. And we want to have at least 1 entry to lead up towards the King of Diamonds. And maybe do something in the club suit. So I'm going to win in hand and just lead the King of Spades. So I suppose we can We can eliminate an exit in a diamond and hope something good happens. I'm not sure anything good is particularly going to happen, but spades are 2-2. So what do we know? What's the bidding? So we eliminate the heart suit. Exit in diamonds. So East has done up with the ace queen of diamonds and the ace of spades. So they're going to have one of the club honours. So yeah, and they're going to have 3 or 4 depending on whether hearts are 5-3 or 4-4. So there's no point playing ace and another. I think we're going to play for East to have the 10 of clubs, yeah. Or maybe there's nothing we can do here. Yeah, they're fine, aren't they? I can cross on a spade. Well, this hand's definitely got the queen. But yeah. I'm not sure there was anything I could do there. Doesn't look like it. $18 count. I will open a heart. So again, we got a really nice hand now with Ace King 1 in partner's suit. Question is, are we good enough for 3 diamonds? Sort of slightly skinny on high cards, and we got stiff king. Our main suit's bad, but obviously we've got great support for partner. I think I'm going to bid 2 diamonds and then maybe 3 spades if partner bids again. They think it's 12 to 11 to 16 HCPs, which is just wrong. It's sort of one of these ones, if we get past this round of the auction, then and 3 spades. I really hate double raising with 3 card support, so I think I'm going to bid. I'm going to chance 2 diamonds. We do get passed out, and we're probably making, oh well, I don't know actually. We may not be making a game. So I guess I ruff a diamond and play ruff a heart rather, and play a club. Queen 2-3 ace. Six, 4, 2. King of Hearts. That's an interesting card. I guess I ruff that. I'm going to try Jack of Clubs. Now, do we just pitch a spade on this? I know West has got the Queen. It's beginning to feel like the King of Diamonds is onside. But, you know, this is a loser anyway. Right, well I think I'm going to try the dime finesse now. I've only got one more heart to rough, so I can afford to take the dime finesse now. Oh no, that's offside as well. Right, so we can claim because we can rough this high. There's only 2 diamonds left. And just as well we did as well. Oh, they were out. Okay. So I think that could be decent. I think people might be getting too high on that hand. So normal 1 spade opening. Well, again, 7-2-2, not a great shape. There's a lot of losers. We'd have to find partner with something like King of Clubs, King of Diamonds, Ace of Spades. So a really well-fitting 10 count. And we've really got very little in the way of defence. I think I'm just going to bid 3 spades to try and buy it. Although I think they might play this as invitational. They do somewhat madly. I mean, this is mad after the double that 3 spades should be invitational. I guess I'm going to bid it because I'd sort of like West to not bid over. If this hand bids and finds a fit and this hand raises, then I'm going to have to bid 4 spades, whatever. I'm going to bid 3. Okay, we got away with that one. So it looks like we've just got 4 losers. For once, the robot didn't hang us. So I guess we can play King of Clubs. Not much scope for an overtrip. We could play King of Clubs, King of Spades, spade over to the ace, club towards this hand. If they go up and try and cash 2 diamonds or something, then not very likely. But I can't really think of much else we can do. So we can never do it. You can never do anything like trying to float the 10 of clubs because West is going to cover. How can we get... Well, there's no point just conceding. They might do something ridiculous. Let's play a diamond, see what happens. Now they've gone for hearts. Yeah, I think I'm running out of good ideas now. Okay, making 3. Last hand coming up. Well, sort of okay set. There was a hand where I miscounted, that was a bit sloppy. Diamond, double, a spade. They got a pretty good hand here. Bid 3 hearts, I suppose. Partner might not have 4. Yeah. I don't really want to just jump to 4 with partner might only have 3 hearts. 10 to 12 total points. It's quite good for that, but if it's a 4-3 fit, then unless partner's got substantial extras, we're probably not going to make a game. Three spades. 3 to 4 hearts. That's a jolly weird call. So they got a good hand. Do we bid 3? No. Maybe we do. Partner's likely to have a spade stop. I guess we do. We got a diamond stop. We're relying on partner to have a spade stop. Presumably if partner's got 4 hearts, they're going to pull. Okay, I don't know why they bid 3 spades, but... Okay, they got 5 hearts. Ooh. Well, presumably there's some club ruffs floating around here. I think it's pretty likely that the King of Hearts is with West. Is it so likely that we should play Ace of Hearts and then... Should we play Ace of Spades, Ruff of Spade? So we've got a loser in spades. If we can ruff 3 spades in our hand, that would be good. But equally, we'd sort of quite like to... If we play Ace of Spades, Ruff a Spade, Ruff a Diamond, Ruff a Spade, Ruff a Diamond. Oh, the spades are quite likely to be 5-3, aren't they? I think. So then we could ruff the last spade with the jack. And then attempt to get to dummy with the Queen of Clubs. I think I'm sort of vaguely okay with this. Well, let's play. So are they going to over-ruff? So we've made our contract, in theory, but it's a question of how greedy are we? So what happened on that last trick? I pitched a diamond. Well, let's try a club. Well, we're giving them the King of Hearts. So could we have made more? Maybe we could, because this hand had quite a few spade on us. Yeah, I think we could have made maybe a 12th trick. So we could have won the club, taken a heart finesse, cashed the ace, and how have we done? I don't know, feels like mid-60s again. Or is that too optimistic? Let's find out. 63. So that's 100%. That's somewhat surprising. 7. So we started pretty average. The worst board, yeah, was this one where we defended 3 spades. where we could probably, if we could get to 4 diamonds, then that would be good. This one was below average as well. That's interesting. So some people managed to make an over trick. And 5 where I miscounted was bad. Yeah, so I could have probably got us into the mid-60s, probably got a couple more percent. But there we are. My first go to Survivor. So we had 3 reasonable sessions. We'll see where we end up. Okay, bye for now. Right, I'm just going to finish up with the Survivor Day 3 results and the overall. So it was actually our worst day. Finished on 56. So let's just have a look at the boards. So we got below average on the first one where the robot did a fairly ridiculous 4-spade rebid and we could make a slam. Obviously some people guessed to move on. The next one was a pretty flat 4 spades. Couple of one slightly above average, then an average. That was completely average. This one was a bit below. Do I remember this? Oh, this was the one where I somewhat embarrassingly miscounted how many diamonds had been thrown. That was silly. How much more would we have got? Yeah, we would have made... So that was worth half a board. That was very silly. Average. This one was a virtual bottom where we didn't bid 4 diamonds. So people were, I guess, bidding just 5 diamonds, were they? I know, you did get raised, you see. See, this is what I was afraid of, that if I bid 4 diamonds on 8, that I was going to get raised to 5 and maybe doubled, which I knew was likely to be a couple off, as it was here. Yeah, if we could have bought it in 4, then I would have been very happy. Did anyone... No one actually bought it in 4. I was the only person defending spades. Yeah, that was the sort of annoying hand. This one was a bit below average. Surprised at how few comparisons there are here, only like 10 or 12. Some people got to no trumps. Which one was this? Oh, they overcalled a no trump with the... Yeah, I'm actually not so keen on that. With the 5-card major and only 1 diamond stop. Then we had a top. Which one was this? Oh, yes. Well, we didn't jump shift. And last one was a bit below. So some people got a penalty, some people made another over trick. Ah, yeah, this one where I played for the King of Hearts to be in the opening bidder's hand. Yeah, I could have made another trick there. So overall, I think I deserved not to have such a good score. One thing I did find out was that I didn't realise that they were actually cumulative. The 3 days. I thought it was just you had to get 50% and then went on to the next day. I obviously didn't read the terms and conditions clearly enough. So all 3 days count. So I think I might adjust my strategy a little bit. We finished overall on 62. So okay, but nothing spectacular. Obviously there's an awful lot of players in this one. 2,000 odd, and we finished 147th. Okay, try and do a bit better on that one next month. That's it for now. Bye for now.